Holidays and this surge in cases, AARP has been calling for increased boosters in our nursing homes.
As of November 2021, about 44% of nursing home residents and 27% of staff in Hawaii had received the COVID-19 booster, creating cause for concern. But joining us this morning to talk about the efforts to change those numbers is Kaylee Lopez with AARP Hawaii. Good morning. How are you doing? You are muted, Kaylee. If you could unmute, we'd love to hear everything you have to say.
There she is. Yeah.
I certainly am muted. Something we hear about quite often. I'm doing well. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you. We hope you did too. And we thank you for joining us so early this morning. But those COVID case numbers, they increased every week in November. I don't know if those were the national trends we were seeing, and if we were seeing that same thing here in Hawaii.
Yes, we definitely have been seeing the same impact in Hawaii as people have seen across the nation, with Omicron being, again, the dominant out there that can spread so much more easily. Folks always want to get together with family during the holidays, and sometimes a side effect of that is you catch what other people have.
Yeah, and a part of that too is a lot of people are really worried just because of the increase in these breakthrough cases, even among people that are vaccinated. Obviously people being urged to get those booster shots. Our nursing homes and our frontline workers during the first round,
yes,
they were the first ones to get the initial vaccine. Are we seeing boosters in the numbers that we need to see them here in Hawaii?
Well, I think the important thing to be clear about is the boosters are definitely being seen as a critical component for the next phase. For those who are getting sick, if they've got the booster, that's important. So, as you reported earlier in November, the numbers weren't looking good for Hawaii's nursing homes. But I actually have some good news. They've improved in December. So, again, we get the information a little bit late. And what we're seeing right now is about 66% of Hawaii's nursing home residents have gotten the booster, and about almost 40% of the staff have gotten the booster. But again, we need to get those numbers way better. The nursing homes did a fantastic job, and Hawaii has one of the highest rates for both our residents and staff being fully vaccinated. It's getting the booster out there, and it's just not happening as quickly as it needs to.
Definite increases there between those November numbers and those numbers you just shared with us. What is AARP doing to try and increase those numbers some more as we head into the new year? And we're still trying to see what happens with Omicron.
It's our advocacy. It's working with the community groups, those who are willing to go into. So again, these are the skilled nursing homes, but there's also adult residential care homes, foster family care homes. These are residents who are cared for in these smaller family settings. And one of the things that the state has done is put together a team that is going into those homes and providing the boosters directly to the residents and the caretakers. So that's happening again. It's just that for whatever reason, I think because there was a lull in cases, the urgency wasn't there. And so things were being done as people could. With the current urgency, I see that increasing significantly. I mean, everyone's working harder. The last thing people want to do is see more cases having to go to where people are having to go to the hospital and the hospitals being overrun.
And I wanted to ask you too, because obviously it takes staff to make all this happen. I know, in the last year we had a shortage of nursing, a shortage of those care aides and things like that. Is there still a shortage right now? And if so, what are you guys looking to do with that?
So there is still a shortage. The good thing is that it's at about 30%, which is much higher than before. And Hawaii's about middle of the pack as it relates to nursing and care staff shortages across the country. That's close to about the average. They don't see that happen. So one of the things that we're hoping to do is we're working with the Healthcare Association of Hawaii and others to look at what kind of work can be done, policies passed to help increase staffing. either people being interested in staffing, what kinds of things can be done as incentives to get more people engaged in the healthcare industry. We know here in Hawaii that's going to be an ongoing issue.
Yeah, well, we appreciate it. I know this is something that you guys are working hard on. Kaylee with the AARP, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. You folks take care, and really encourage folks, if you're not vaccinated yet, please get that done and get the boosters. It's really to take care of everybody else, not just yourself.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And of course, we'll have all that information about how you can get boosters on our website, kitv.com. Meanwhile, time now 7:50. We're off for a break. You're watching Good Morning Hawaii.